Hello and welcome back to Star Ocean till the end of time. Last time, remember, we beat Norton's hideout. We're actually seeing much of this hideout is we're dealing with here. No good. The door's locked. It's much too strong to break down.
Real fight! Fury! That was easy.
Don't say that.
Real fight! Blade of Fury! I'll handle this! Blade of Fury!
There we go.
That was easy.
The Jewel of Future. Screen when you're doing a password, asking for a 3-digit number. Welcome to the password entry screen. I'm your dog. I'm your guy, Boss Norton. Like every station, I'm me. You ain't the password here, but remember, you only get 3 chances. You make the 3 mistakes, you're through. I'll kick you out of here, so you better be ready. Hey, I'm feeling generous today, so I'll give you a little hint. Secret numbers are located somewhere in these rooms. Just type those in. Even an idiot like you should be able to do that. So come on, here's the password. No, the password is too bad. Shit. I think I heard it. Whoa.
Niklas, you okay?
Fayt, why are you here?
That's what I want to ask you. You should never have run off like that.
The music box parts. I wanted to get them back. I could not ask you to do this for us.
But that's crazy.
It is dangerous here. You must leave. Quickly. He'll get you.
Niklas? Hang in there, Niklas.
Must leave.
This is bad. I better hurry. Think. Oh yeah. I could short the battery in my communicator, or... Wait. I might be stuck here if I lose my communicator.
Took a couple of presses just.
What am I thinking? There's no time.
Took a couple of presses just to advance the dialogue a bit.
Hold on, Niklas. I'll get you out.
Now I do it.
Hang in there, Niklas. He doesn't seem too badly hurt. That's a relief.
Boy probably needs food.
Huh? Oh, right. My translator was built into that communicator. No time for regrets now. We better get out of here. Let's go. Freeze!
Shit. Dude!
No funny moves if you want to stay alive. Play nice and I'll let you live a little longer.
That was a phase gun, so you must be Norton.
Yeah, that's me. I am Norton the Great.
You're just as insane as the first time I played this game.
It's so nice to hear genuine turn being spoken, huh? Seems like ages.
Sting, is that you?
Why are you here? You're not from this planet, are you?
I'm from Razor, boy. We're not part of the Federation.
Razor? I've heard of that world. planet filled with joy seekers that keeps rejecting Federation membership. So what are you doing here? This is an underdeveloped planet, you know.
Not much to tell. I was involved in this unfortunate accident.
I bet.
Guess it was a bit much even for Razor, so I was sentenced to spend the rest of my days in exile on a deserted planet. But the escort ship they were transporting me on had engine trouble and ended up crash landing here. Can you believe it? All I had to do was mess with their engine codes. Those stupid pilots ended up frying their engines. Oh, man! All I was trying to do was create a distraction so I could make my escape. But we ended up crashing, and this planet's become my prison.
Yay.
And the others, Norton?
Huh? That's Lord Norton to you.
No, you're just an antivirus.
There must have been others. What happened to the other people on the escort ship?
Oh, those guys, they're dead, the poor fools. They were trying to send out a distress signal and a bolt of lightning smote them where they stood. Bam! That crash part was unfortunate. But no use crying over spilt milk. I've been devoting myself to making this planet my kingdom. You get my drift?
So that's why you've been raiding Whipple?
Yeah, something like that. You're a smart kid. That's why I was raiding the village, and that's why you gotta die. Sorry. You'll be happy to know I'm gonna make the most of those parts I stripped from your escape pod.
It's guys like you.
Huh? What the?
Ah, there you are. I thought I lost you when your distress signal went out. Might never have found you if it weren't for those explosions.
You're following all this out?
What do you want? You're not one of them Federation guys, are you?
And what if I was?
Who, me? A Federation soldier? Yeah, that's a good one.
Well then, who are you?
Who is he indeed?
Cliff Fitter, a Clausian and member of Quark.
Voiced by Dave Wittenberg.
A Clausian?
Sorry, no time to explain. I'm kinda in a hurry. Just let me have Fayt, that Earthling boy over there, and I'll be on my way. I don't plan on butting into whatever you got going on over here.
How do you know my name?
Oh, it's all over the planet.
Let's not sweat the details. Suffice it to say, you're my man.
Hold it right there, or I'll blast you!
Huh? You talking to me?
You think you could fool me? There's no way a Clausian would come here.
But here I am.
You're probably some sort of spy. It's so obvious.
Look, since I'm such a nice guy, I'm gonna fill you in on a little secret. That gun you have there has no effect on us Clausians. You didn't know that?
Shut your pie hole!
He's such a bad shot.
Alright, I'm done lecturing. Time to teach you a lesson.
Oh, real fight!
Wait.
Why move when I could fight from afar?
I'll handle this!
Take him over.
I built this!
Shootout.
Mine! My kingdom!
Yeah, right.
Moron, know your enemy before you strike the first blow.
We got a decrepit tome. We get 10 hits. We could have got an extra one if we avoided Norton.
Well, so much for that guy. But I did try to warn him.
I mean, there was a trophy for avoiding Norton. 10 of Norton's attacks, but I think we still got it though, the 10 hits. Yeah, avoid 10 Norton attacks, defeat Norton in 30 seconds, and defeat Norton without taking damage. Yeah. Fat chance that.
I've heard the physical abilities of Clausians far outstrip those of Earthlings, but man... And he said Quark. Wasn't that an anti-Federation group?
Looks like I overdid it. Should have held back a little bit.
A little bit.
Well, this is about the only thing that still works. The rest is ruined. Here.
Is this a communicator?
And a translator.
Can't live without one. I can't figure out why you wouldn't have one with you.
I use my old one as a time bomb.
Thanks for getting me out of that mess. You saved my life.
Whoa there. Don't go thanking me yet. You see, I've come to abduct you.
What?
Final Fantasy 9.
Now, don't get all worked up. I'm not gonna hurt anybody. It's just... my boss wants to meet you. That's why I came all the way out here to find you.
Boss? You mean Quark's boss?
That's right. Our leader wants to see you.
Trust me, it's not the same guy from Ratchet and Clank, thank goodness.
But you've sure made it a tough job. First, I went to Haida and ran into that mess thanks to you. Then, I get here and find you poking your nose into matters better left alone.
You make it sound like it was my fault Haida got attacked. Jeez.
Well, it kinda was.
Just kidding, don't sweat it. At any rate, I got you now, and I did rescue you, so no complaining.
I saved your ass from getting killed.
And besides, you want to see your old man, don't you? He's been captured by the Vendini.
Dad? But why?
He knows something that we don't know.
Hey, don't ask me. All I know is your old man was abducted from the evacuation facility on hideout.
What about my mother? And Sophia?
Well, we know your mom's safe. She should have already arrived at remote station number 6. I don't know about the girl. I've had my hands full just trying to track down your escape pod.
How do you know all this? What else do you know?
Not much else. Sorry. Oh yeah, I do know what your old man Dr. Vanguard was researching.
You mean symbological genetics? My dad's an authority in that field, so it's no surprise you've heard of him.
Right, symbological genetics. 19 years ago... never mind, that doesn't matter right now.
Not right now.
Come on, you don't have any other way off this planet, do you? Look, I'm sure things will clear up if you just come with me. Besides, you'll be able to see your old man again.
But according to you, my father's been captured by Vendine. So how could I possibly see him?
Simple. Quark will go rescue your old man, too.
Why would an anti-Federation group want to help my father?
We pay well.
Well, tell you what, it's kind of complicated. Let's not get into that right now. So, are you coming or not?
Okay, I'll go with you. But could we stop by Whipple first? I want to make sure the boy gets back there safely.
But of course.
Sure, whatever. But I still think you shouldn't have gotten involved.
Too bad I already got involved. I already am involved. In order for the people of the planet to go, treasure up and find the parts for that nuke box and then head back to Whipple.
Promise. I won't let your efforts go to waste.
You done? Okay, I'm gonna blow the place.
So look at the music box parts.
Here I go!
Looks like an even match.
Do you think you're doing?
I'd have preferred a more worthy opponent.
Yep, time to milk this place. Just like that.
There. Everything's back to normal, huh?
You're wrong. Things aren't back to normal. Niklas and Mina's parents are gone forever.
But you already knew that, right, Fayt? Well, time for us to get there. Yes, and up and down here. I mean, there's no real need for us to still be here. It's 86 joint.
Here I go!
Bring it on! Blade of Fury! That was fun!
Blueberries. And we're done. Now we can head back to what the lights are.
Finish up quick and get back here. I'll be waiting.
Okay.
Don't keep me waiting too long, kid.
Got it. Don't worry, he's just asleep. He wouldn't leave you alone, Mina.
Really, he's just been knocked the square the hell out. He just needs some food.
Really?
Get this boy some bread and jam in him. Shit.
There. Time for me to go. Goodbye.
If we must do this, let's do this properly. Hey, why are you giving me the cold shoulder? What I ever do to you? Oh, it's you. How are you? Thanks to you, my fool of a son has finally opened his eyes. Thank you so very much. Real question is, did you whip his ass? Did you beat him down like he stole something? We are so grateful to you for saving our village. Nevertheless, nothing really has been done. Returning this rundown is back to normal will take a long time. Yeah, well, maybe I can fix the job and do that. You have readers of that Norton. You are the savior of our village. Thank you so very much. Oh, yes. Will you not take this as a token of our gratitude? You know, I insist. It is a charm passed down through the generations here in our village. I will Sintra Paroxine. Otherwise known as the Medestra Ogite. And what it does is it makes your battle skills cost less HP. I must apologize. I said some really terrible things to you. Listen, if you like, why don't you come live in our village? If you did, I'm sure Niklas and Mina would be so delighted. Yeah. Well, you can't. I see. I suppose you have somewhere to which you must return. Go for months. I explained to those two kids as best I can. Still, please come with us, if you like. We'll be waiting for times. Oh, I see you're injured. Let me take a look. Are you okay now? Don't go overdoing it. No, be careful. Well, why else would I not visit the doctor? And it's like, oh, hey, seems you're hurt. No, how do you know? How do you know I'm hurt? I see it. Like, woman, could you hook me up with? I think next on my list will be fixing my defense. So as you can tell, the messenger of Pyroxene shaves off 20 and 30% in your battle skill HP use.
Ready?
Yeah.
All right. Now, you remember that cliff near your escape pod? Our way out lies beyond there. Let's go.
Okay.
which is slightly south from where the crash site is. Yeah. I mean, forgot to say. No, I already healed. I can imagine if I still have my, oh no, I still have the just searching for it though. One main thing I never did like about this game was how expansive the maps really are. Okay, now we just need to look. I need to go back to look. I'm pretty sure it was like slightly south of the station. Right here, slightly south of where the crash site is. parts of the pod's key parts, including the replicator, the communicator, the gravitic warp engine, and the creation engine pod's resources. I should destroy it for the sake of this plan. That would be a difficult decision. No one. Oh, right here.
Hey, it's me. We're at the location. Transport us up as soon as you can. Huh? Oh, no problem. I got it. I said it's okay. I haven't done anything. Yeah, I know. Now hurry up and get us out of here. My ship will be here soon. Once we're ready, it's good riddance to this hunk of rock. My ship's not so big, but it's packing a gravitic warp engine. It's quite the speed demon.
Hey, Cliff,
Yeah?
there's something I've been meaning to ask you.
Why are you so blurry?
What's that?
Why does Quark's leader want to meet with me? I'm just a college student from Earth.
You're a college student?
Oh, no comment. That's, it's not doing it for you, is it?
No.
No, it's not.
Let's see. Well, I guess the biggest reason would be our leader wants to chat with you?
Nice try, but that's avoiding the question. Why's your leader want to meet with me?
Dude, he doesn't know.
Hey, how should I know? I just do what I'm told. There's probably something our leader wants to talk to you about.
And that something is...
If I had only
Well,
mentioned.
you'll just have to come with me and find out for yourself. Sorry, kid, but I don't know much more than that.
Warning.
Well, let's get a move on. She'll be expecting us. The rendezvous point is Beta 747372406. You got that, Mirage?
For some reason.
Roger. Engaging conventional engines, gravitic warp core, normal. Welcome back.
Sorry to keep you waiting. This is my navigator and partner in crime. I leave the day-to-day operation of the ship to her. Mirage, this is our target.
Yes, I knew right away. Nice to meet you, Fayt. I'm Mirage Coase.
If I am, okay, what the hell's going on? Google not responding.
Nice to meet you too. She's beautiful.
Yeah, a smile like that will make any man blush.
Fayt, you okay?
Yeah, I was trying to like.
Oh, and listen, don't fall for her.
She's already spoken for you, you hear me?
She may look pretty, but she's a Clausian. Any funny ideas, and you're liable to meet a swift yet painful death.
Hey, wait a sec. Who said I was falling for anyone?
Yeah, that look in your eye.
Relax, I was just warning you.
I was wondering, just how long will it take till we get to your leader?
So, Mirage is voiced by Kerry Walton.
We'll be there soon. It's about 3 hours to the rendezvous point.
I was looking up the voice for Seiyu. It would have been nice if they did a full version of Star Ocean till the end of time, with both the Japanese voice acting and the U.S. voice acting.
Mirage, I'm gonna go take a shower. I'm leaving you in charge.
Oh, Cliff, it looks like you can forget that shower.
Shit.
Huh? What is it?
I've just detected a gravitic space anomaly up ahead. I'm bringing us out of gravitic space to avoid it.
You serious? You think it's hostile?
Conventional space. 2 Vendini battleships detected 400,000 kilometers ahead.
An ambush, huh? Man, it's bad enough having to worry about Federation ships.
Hey,
Open up a comm link.
Hold on. Connection confirmed. Okay, the link's open.
This is the Eagle, a Clausian ship. We don't want any trouble with you.
You're wasting your... The enemy ships are already prepared to attack.
Seems they know who we've got on board. Escape's our only hope. It'll be tough without using gravitic warp, but we've got no choice. Reverse course. Conventional engines full power.
Roger.
Full power to rear shields. And let me see a chart for this region. Course 116, Mark 267. Activate auto evasion program. Fasten crew safety harnesses.
Roger. Course entry complete. Speed maximum. Program activated.
Ow.
Hey, feeling lucky, kid?
It's not the Millennium Falcon, is it?
We've evaded round 1 from the enemy's disruptor cannon. Nearing objective point.
All right. As soon as we're there, go into gravitic warp.
Cliff, gravitic warp is currently non-functional.
Oh, lovely.
I got a hunch it'll function the moment we reach the objective point. Get us on a straight line between the ships and that planet, then pop us up Starside. We'll open up the distance that way.
Very well, but we won't be able to designate our warp destination.
Well, we're toast if we stay here, Mirage. Anyhow, space is big, right? Our odds ain't that bad.
You got a hunch?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Roger. The enemy's fired again. 4 rounds now approaching.
4, huh? This is gonna be close. Either we enter gravitic warp first or we get pummeled. Now's the time to pray, gentlemen.
Unfortunately, it looks like we might lose the race. Here comes the first round now, and we're 7 seconds from objective point.
Ah, who cares if we take a few rounds? Warp our butts out of here!
Warp engine damaged, but still functioning.
You bet it is. Activate gravitic warp.
If only Fantasy Star Universe was on PS4.
We've thrown off the Vendini ships.
Ooh.
Whew. That was close.
Yes, but now we're pretty far from the rendezvous point.
Well, it can't be helped. Besides, it won't hurt to make her wait a little longer. Let's take our time.
Wow, your hunch really paid off.
Finally, some respect.
Yeah, a healthy respect for your recklessness.
But it works.
What is that supposed to mean? A little more honesty would be nice.
Nah, dude, you don't want that.
Like, hey, that Cliff sure is something. Or, you're a genius, Cliff.
Sorry to interrupt while you're having so much fun.
What is it, Mirage?
The gravitic warp core is overheating. We should reduce speed immediately.
Of course.
The engine will scram if we don't.
What?
Yes.
Didn't I specifically request that you tell me these things sooner? Get back to conventional space, pronto.
Roger.
How about that normal space?
Bad news.
Now what?
We're not in conventional space anymore?
Both the conventional and gravitic warp engines have scrammed. The backup engine isn't functioning either.
Oh, lovely.
I'd say we have a problem.
Big problem.
Damn it! Where are we now?
We're currently within Elicor 2's gravitational field.
If all our energy sources are shot, then we can't communicate either. Well, I'm sure she'll figure out something happened to us after we don't show up when we're supposed to.
One would hope so.
Well, Mirage, come up with something.
I'll see what I can do.
What can we do? Aren't all the engines scrammed?
For starters, we gotta land before we crash. Then, we wait to be rescued.
Great plan.
Awesome plan.
Look, my mission is to bring you to our leader. Until then, I'll watch out for you. Trust me. You're as safe as a turtle in its shell.
Da 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 da.
A turtle dropping out of orbit.
We shall call you Urashima Taro.
Huh? Did you say something?
Nothing.
We'll be entering into Elicor 2's atmosphere in another 30 seconds. Get ready for a bumpy ride, you two. And keep wagging those tongues and you'll bite them off. I wouldn't want either of you to die of blood loss.
Yes,
Roger.
ma'am.
Mind you, this is one hell of a drop.
What is that thing?
A star fallen from the sky?
Nonsense. It looks nothing like a falling star.
Well, what is it then?
How am I supposed to know?
I mentioned there's a lot of cutscenes.
Just our luck. We landed right in the middle of a city.
Not to mention we're out of power. And the helm is out of whack. You should be happy to be alive.
I guess this is no time to be worrying about the UP3.
Yeah, that's the least of your worries.
What do we do now?
I'll tell you what we have to do. We're gonna stop here, and in the next part, we're gonna find out what actually we're gonna be doing. So stay tuned more of Star Ocean 3 till the end of time, right after this. Thanks so much for watching.